Chapter 4 Encountering Kyoko Sakura. Outside the building, Yu's friends raced over. "There you are, Yu-kun," said Chie. "We were worried, man," said Yosuke. "Sorry about that," said Yu. "It was my fault," said Madoka. "Sayaka," said Teddy. "You became a magical girl," said Naoto. "Isn't that dangerous, did we say?" I know, it is, but I have my reasons," said Sayaka. "And I have reason to apologize for what I said a day ago." "Don't worry about it, we get it. Like for me, I couldn't do anything about it," said Kanji. "We were avoiding you because we didn't know what to say and thought you were still angry at us because we knew she would," said Teddy. "I know, but it can't be helped, can it?" said Sayaka. "Anyways, now I am a magical girl and I'm gonna do all I can to help you guys." "And Madoka is gonna help, right?" Yeah, we are all in this together," said Madoka. "That's good to hear," said Yu. "Just don't take it too seriously, okay, Sayaka? It's still dangerous," said Naruto. "Indeed it is," said Margaret. Margaret and Marie came out. "Margaret? Marie?" said Yu. "What are you guys doing?" said Yukiko. "We've been here for a while. Good to see you're still together," said Marie. "Yeah, I guess," said Chie. "How did you find us?" said Yosuke. "Yeah, I know where we were," said Chie. "They helped me out," said Sayaka. "We were able to find where you were because by tracking down your cell phone. With a little trick Margaret used," said Marie. "We met Sayaka Miki earlier this day. We already knew she was acquainted with you," said Margaret. "So wait, you were here and you know how to get us back home, right?" said Marise. "Unfortunately, we can't. A force is holding you back until you can help what has called you to this world," said Margaret. "But we might have a clue. We believe it has something to do with Madoka Kaname," said Marie. Me?" said Madoka. "You didn't say that earlier," said Sayaka. "We thought it would be best to tell everyone here," said Margaret. "Oh, right. Point taken," said Sayaka. "But that means it's not over. I can feel something is coming. I don't know what it is, but maybe even if I wouldn't know, I wouldn't tell you," said Margaret. "Why not, if you know?" said Kanji. "It will disrupt the balance of this world. Until it comes, you must be fully prepared to end it," said Margaret. "I see. Whatever it is, I'll do what I can to assist you," said Sayaka. "Thank you, Sayaka," said Yu. Earlier, as Sayaka told them on top of the hospital, Sayaka came across Margaret Marie with Kyubey. "Kyubey, you came back," said Sayaka. "Good to see you again, Sayaka Miki," said Kyubey. "Who are you guys?" said Sayaka. "I am Margaret, and this is Marie. We are residents of the Velvet Room, a place that exists between mind and matter, the unconsciousness and the conscious," said Margaret. I see," said Sayaka. "We saw you were with that boy of yours. I can tell you want to help him badly," said Marie. "Kyosuke? Yeah, I do. I just can't let himself be like that," said Sayaka. "So then, would you like to make a contract with me, Sayaka?" said Kyubey. "Yes, I would. I made up my mind," said Sayaka. "I see, then. Though, to warn you, you are putting yourself at risk. If you do decide to, you're going to regret it," said Marie. "Don't worry about it. I'm sure there's no way I'll regret it," said Sayaka. "Okay, then, but take that warning to heart," said Margaret. "Are you ready?" said Kyubey. "Yeah, you sure can grant any wish for real," said Sayaka. "You don't have to worry. I can grant yours without any problems," said Kyubey. "So, are you ready now?" said Kyubey. Sayaka looked at Margaret and Marie, then looked at Kyubey. "Yeah, do it," said Sayaka. Kyubey turned her into a magical girl. "Take it. This is your destiny," said Kyubey. Sayaka took the soul gem. The next day at school, Yu and his friends made up with Sayaka. In Madoka's class, they asked Hitomi what happened last night. She yawned for being tired. Oh, excuse me about that. That was terrible of me, said Hitomi. Didn't you get enough sleep? Hitomi, said Sayaka. No, I didn't. I was up real late talking to the police and getting checked out of the hospital, said Hitomi. What happened, said Sayaka? Well, apparently I was sleepwalking or something like that, said Hitomi. Oh, but there were others too, and when we all woke up, we found ourselves in this strange place together, said Hitomi. Oh, I see then. What's up with that, said Sayaka? The doctor says we must have suffered a mass hallucination, so after school, I have to go back to the hospital for more tests, said Hitomi. Then you shouldn't have come into school today, said Sayaka. I couldn't do that. If I stayed home, everyone would think I was really sick. I don't want my parents to worry about me like they always are, said Hitomi. Spoken like a true honor student. That's our girl, said Sayaka, laughing. So, do you remember anything, Naoto? No, none at all. Why do you ask? Mr. Shirogane, said Hitomi. Well, Naoto is into detective novels, said Rise. Oh, I see. Like how you have a lovely voice. I see in your future you two will become a wonderful detective and idol, said Hitomi. Thanks, I guess, Naoto. Homura was looking at them. Madoka was down. With both Sayaka and Madoka alone, Sayaka stretched. I haven't felt this good in a long time, said Sayaka. I feel awesome. Sayaka, aren't you scared? Said Madoka. Well, I guess I am a little, said Sayaka. It wasn't too hard to find and beat the witch. Yeah, but I think of it how I could have lost you, Narukami and Hitomi. That scares me more, said Sayaka. Madoka looked at her. So, how do I really feel? I feel sort of confident. More at ease. I feel like I want to congratulate myself too. Anyways, I feel awesome about this. From now on, I promise, the magical girl Sayaka, will do my best to protect the peace of Mitakihara City and help you and his friends return home to their world. Are you sure you don't have any regrets, said Madoka? I guess if I had to pick one, said Sayaka. Sayaka remembered Mommy. It was that I waited too long as I did, but in the end, I did anyway, so I made up my mind sooner, said Sayaka. If I was a magical girl when Mommy and the others fought that witch, I could have helped. Then maybe she would still be alive, and wouldn't have gotten into that stupid argument with you and his friends, Sayaka. Maybe, said Madoka, about to cry. Sayaka poked her face. Hey, you're not thinking what I think you're thinking, are you, said Sayaka. Maybe I should have, said Madoka. Don't start going. You could have and should have, said Sayaka. Tonight's 2020. I feel like I meant to be a magical girl, so I shouldn't have dragged my feet about it so as long as I did. Sayaka, said Madoka. I knew what I wanted more than anything. If I meant that I had to risk myself fighting witches, so what? I would have wished it for anyway, said Sayaka. It took a while to find out what that place meant, so that's a little frightening. So after all that, the point is I don't feel guilty. It's okay if you don't want to be a magical girl too. You were just not meant for it. Heck, you could be a persona user for all I care. Seriously, said Madoka? Anyway, I better get going, or I'm gonna be late, Sayaka. Do you have something important to do, said Madoka? Yeah, sort of, said Sayaka. Later at the hospital? Really? Why aren't they letting you go home yet, Sayaka? I still have to finish the rehab for my legs, so I can't do anything until I can walk again, said Kyosuke. Plus, everyone is wondering how my hand healed as fast as it did. They're concerned about it. The doctors want to run more tests on it to find out why that is. Oh, how are you feeling now, Kyosuke? Said Sayaka. I mean, do you have any pain anywhere? No, I feel so good it's scary, said Kyosuke. I was thinking about it, and the accident almost seems like a bad dream now. It's weird. I'm wondering why I'm even doing in this bed. It's just like he says, Sayaka. It's a miracle. Kyosuke looked it down. Huh? What's wrong? Said Sayaka. The other day, I said some awful things. I really upset, and it was wrong. Said Kyosuke. Forget that stuff, said Sayaka. It's no big deal. Like, I got into a fight actually with these people I knew with Madoka. I felt bad because I knew they didn't do anything, so I told them I was sorry, and they forgave me. So don't feel sad. You couldn't feel what you were doing or saying, said Sayaka. And your hand's working again. You should be totally happy about that, so don't make that face, said Sayaka. Right. I guess this still feels like a dream, said Kyosuke. Yeah, well, I am not surprised, said Sayaka. Sayaka looked at a watch. Oh, it's about time, said Sayaka. Huh? Said Kyosuke. Well, how about me and you go out for some fresh air, said Sayaka. They went to the elevator. Kyosuke was in a wheelchair. He saw Sayaka press the button to the roof of the hospital. Why are you taking me up to the roof? Said Kyosuke. Don't worry, I'll see, said Sayaka. At the roof, the nurses and doctors were there, with Kyosuke's parents. They were clapping. Huh? What's going on? Said Kyosuke. We were going to have a party until you got out of the hospital, but we figured since your hand's all better. Is that? Said Kyosuke. I know you told me to get rid of it, but I couldn't throw it away, said his father. Take it, son, said his father. Kyosuke took the violin that was inside the box that his father carried. Go, play something. You don't have to be afraid. Okay, said Kyosuke. Kyosuke played his violin. Hey, Mommy, guys, you see that? My wish has been granted. There's no way I'll regret it. Not ever. And right now, this is the happiest moment of my life. Margaret and Marie watched it from afar. Everyone clapped. Far away, though. Huh, said Kyoko. She was looking through a telescope. So that's the new Magica girl in town, looks like. Don't see those person or whatever is with her, said Kyoko. You're not going to pick a fight with her or them, are you, said Kyubey? Sure, why not? They won't know what hit them, I promise. Why, what's that? Said Kyubey. Kyoko, you got a problem or something? No, not at all, but it might not be easy as you think. Narukami has a power to summon any being he has on him, said Kyubey. I've talked to the woman who is in charge of him. You could say she is sort of like me, said Kyubey. And I don't think she'll be pleased if you hurt him or his friends. And then there is another magical girl in the city, after all. Oh, really? So what's her story, said Kyoko? I'm not really sure about that, said Kyubey. Huh? You're kidding. If she's a magical girl, she had to make a contract with you, right? And you still don't know anything about these persona users besides that? Said Kyoko. You could say yes, but you could also say no, said Kyubey. She's an irregularly in this world, and I have no idea what she's capable of, especially to the two others named Margaret and Marie that are with you, Narukami and his friends. Sounds good to me. Getting kind of bored around here anyway, said Kyoko. Time to shake things up. You know what I'm saying? At the mall, Madoka was with Homura. You wanted to talk, said Homura. It's about Sayaka and well, said Madoka. She might be stubborn and maybe a little hyperventilative too, and maybe she's kind of likes to argue a lot. But she's really is a wonderful person. She is kind-hearted and brave, and she's always ready to help someone in need. Like Yukun and his friends, said Monica. Those are fatal flaws for magical girls. Not him and his friends. They are a different story, said Homura. Oh, really? Said Monica. A person becomes naive if they're too kind, careless if they're too bold. And no matter how you try to help and protect others, there's no gratitude. Those who can't see such things aren't fit to be magical girls, said Homura. That's the reason why Mommy Tomoe lost her life. Don't talk to her about her like that, said Monica. Anyway, Sayaka, she says she will be okay on her own, and I know Yukun feels the same way and his friends. But then when I think of Mommy and how the same thing can happen to her, I don't know what to do, said Monica. You really worry about her and them as well, aren't you, said Homura. Yeah, I am, said Monica. But I can't do anything to help them all by myself, so I was hoping I can ask you to help them. Please be friends with them, and please don't fight with them like you did with Mommy. If everyone can work together, then when you go out to fight witches, it will be easier. It'll be a lot safer for everyone. You know, you and his friends are only here temporarily. They can't stay here forever. Then again, I don't have a habit of telling lies, and I don't make promises I can't keep, said Homura. Therefore, you should forget about Sayaka Miki and new Narukami, along with his friends. Monica was shocked and began to cry a little. Why should I? Said Monica. She shouldn't have been allowed to make a contract, and he and his friends shouldn't have been in this world. I am partly to blame for it. I'll admit that I should have looked it out for her and them, as I do for you, said Homura. Said Monica. But although I am partly to blame, you must understand. This is a mistake they can either undo or recover from, said Madoka. Homura. The same is how the dead can never come back to life. Once you become a magical girl, there's no turning back. The same goes for you and his friends. When we decide to make a contract, we give everything for one single wish. Things might be different for Persona users, since I was told the leader of the team of them is always responsible for their actions. But then does that mean you given up, Homura? Said Monica. One on all the other girls, even the Persona users, even yourself? For real? Yes, I won't make any excuses for myself, no matter what sins I must bear. I will continue my fight to the end, said Homura. Homura got up from her seat. If I wasted your time, I'm sorry, said Homura. Homura left. At Sayaka's place, Kyubey was with her. Are you nervous, Kyubey? A little. One mistake and it's goodbye me, said Sayaka. Sayaka walked outside. She saw Monica and the boys with her. Teddy, Kanji, Yosuke, and you. You guys, said Sayaka. Sayaka, are you going? Said Monica. Yep, time to patrol for wicked witches, said Sayaka. It's my duty as the ally of justice. Are you okay by yourself, said Monica. Oh, I'll be fine. Hey, Mommy worked it alone too, and if she can do it, so can I, said Sayaka. I know I don't have any powers like everyone else, and I guess I'll probably just end up getting in the way. But if you don't mind us being around, I will like to come with you, at least as far as you can take us, said Monica. You can tell Monica sort of dragged us over here from the hotel Margaret set up in, said Kanji. I think she just wants us to come because we didn't the last time you were with Mommy and the girls, I guess. No offense, said Yosuke. It's fine, you know, you're so stubborn, especially you, Monica, said Sayaka. Sorry, it was my fault, said Monica. It's a lot to ask, but I figured I'll give it a shot. No, I'm happy you guys did, said Sayaka. She grabbed both you and Monica's hands. You see that, you guys? My hands are totally shaking. They hadn't stopped this whole time. It's that pathetic. Even knowing I am a magical girl, The thought of going along alone is kind of scary, Sayaka. Sayaka, said Madoka. I want you guys to come. It will make me happy. I already feel way braver now. Knowing that you guys are going with me, I can beat up 100 bad guys now. Oh, Sayaka, said Teddy, about to cry. Teddy, don't you dare start crying, said Yosuke. 100, huh? Same as me, said Kanji. But what if, said Madoka? Don't worry, Madoka. I'll keep you safe, as well as the boys, right, guys? Just follow our lead and you'll be okay, I promise, said Sayaka. So, ready to go hunt some witches now? Just like we used to say. Yep, said Madoka. I am in, see you. Count on us, Yosuke. Definitely, said Kanji. Let's show these witches who they're messing with, said Teddy. You all know this is going to be dangerous, right, said Kyubey. As they got ready and walked away together. You know how I am. If I went alone, I'll get myself reckless and get myself killed. But with Madoka and the others are there, I won't act stupid. I'll think about what I'm doing and be more focused, you see, Sayaka. As long as you thought it, though, said Kyubey. Kyubey, said Madoka. Kyubey used to have telepathy with Madoka. You thought this through, haven't you, Madoka Kaname? I know how much you want to protect Sayaka. I think it's good you're coming along with us, and being half of the Persona users, too. So, what that way, if we find ourselves in a bad spot, and you and his friends can't do anything or hurt, you'll be our trump card. But, you don't have to decide now. I'm sure Sayaka and the others will be against it. But if you do have something you decide you want to wish for, remember, I'm always ready to grant it for you. Okay. Sayaka's Soljin led them to an alley. This is it, Sayaka. This labyrinth is probably a creation of a familiar, not a wish, said Kyubey. Yeah, no kidding. Naoto told us about this from last time you guys went out, said Yosuke. Yeah, well, we should still be careful, though, said Sayaka. After all, we are still new at this. Keep your guard up, said Kyubey. All right, see you. Roger that, said Sayaka. Yellow balls bounced around as a familiar of Albertine giggled and floated around. It had passed by them. Everyone ducked from the yellow balls. If Weisei-chan was with us, she could have used her persona to help us make sure we be careful here, said Yosuke. There's the familiar, said Sayaka. What do we do, said Madoka? Don't worry, I got this. Once I corner it, you guys might be able to use your personas to finish it off, said Sayaka. Okay, I'll try, said Yu. Sayaka transformed. She then attacked them. The familiars with her swords. Go get them, Sayaka-chan, said Teddy. As she did, she cornered halfway until it was interrupted by someone. Kyoko had stopped them. Hang on a second, what are you thinking? Playing tag, said Kyoko. The labyrinth disappeared. It's getting away, said Madoka. What the hell do you think you're doing, said Kanji. Sayaka was gonna go after it, but was stopped by Kyoko with her long spear. What, are you blind or something? That ain't no witch, it's a familiar. It ain't gonna have vacancies on it, and especially not persona users, said Kyoko. You know who we are, said Yu. Of course I do. So if, said Kyoko. Yeah, I know that is a familiar, but if we let it get away, it's gonna go and kill someone, said Sayaka. Kyoko took the snack that was shaped like a fish with red jelly and bit into it. Kyoko took Listen, you chicks, it's gonna eat at least 4 or 5 people before becoming a witch. Then you get it, you're sure to get a grief seed out of it. Deal? You don't want to kill the goose before it lays the golden eggs. Wookie and Persona dorks. Hey, said Kanji. What about the people it's gonna attack, said Yosuke. Seriously, you're gonna let them get killed? Said Sayaka. You know what I hate to say? You got this whole thing wrong. Ever heard about something called the food chain? Didn't they teach you that in school? The witches go after weak humans, and we hunt them down and eat the witches, said Kyoko. Ew, gross, said Teddy. You're not even human, Teddy, but I understand what you mean. That's mega gross, Yosuke. Whatever you say, it's a natural way of things, said Kyoko as she walked it up to Sayaka as she walked it backwards. The weak go to get up with the strong, said Kyoko. Hang on a minute, Yosuke. Red-like chains formed and blocked Yosuke and the others, including Madoka, to Kyoko Sakura. Oh no, said Madoka. What the hell is these red chains, said Yosuke. Did she make them, said you? Why, you, said Sayaka. Oh, don't tell me that you believe in saving people and fighting for justice crap, do ya, said Kyoko? Let me guess, the personal jokes made you believe in such false things. I don't even believe that power of yours is real. It's just one big lie. You're starting to piss me off, yelled Kanji. Kanji, said Yosuke. Come on now, you didn't bite a load of bowl, did ya? Said Kyoko. And what if I did, huh? I see it and I didn't so. And you didn't so. I know they're lying, said Sayaka. She tried to attack Kyoko, but she blocked it. Sayaka, see you. Whatever. Want to stop that, said Kyoko? Sayaka was really angry. Kyoko bit a bite out of her snack. I don't like you coming here and acting like it's a game. That pisses me off, said Kyoko. Kyoko and Sayaka began fighting. Sayaka, said Madoka and the others, as she was pushed against a wall and a water pipe broke. Heh, Wookie, said Kyoko. You monster, leave her alone, said Teddy. Look, Costume Red, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only monster around here, said Kyoko. Got cool heads for a while. She was about to walk off before Sayaka got up. You got to be kidding, said Kyoko. Sayaka, you're right, said you. That hit you took should have put you in the hospital for at least 3 months, said Kyoko. 3 months, said Kanji. Kyubey, is she alright, said Madoka? She wished for someone to be healed when she made her contract to become a magical girl, so she has the power to heal fast, said Kyubey. Oh, thank God, said Yosuke. You think you're so tough, don't ya? Mommy is gone because of magical girls like you, said Sayaka. Okay, that really pisses me off. Accusing others for someone else's death, said Kyoko. You know, something you shouldn't talk to me like that. I've been doing this thing way longer than you and your personal friends, said Kyoko. Sayaka healed up fast. Shut up, yelled Sayaka. No one could be anything but just watch. No one could do anything but just watch. Where the heck are we supposed to do? Said Yosuke. They attacked each other. Gonna jump you around all day. You're gonna fight back, said Kyoko? Sayaka, said you. Monica and the others tried to move over to help. No, guys, it's too dangerous, said Kyubey. Then what are we supposed to do? Just sit here, said Kanji? Sayaka was thrown against a wall again. You don't get it. I'll explain it. Trying to beat someone's sense into you, it ain't working, said Kyoko. Get ready. Guess my only option is gonna kill ya. Sayaka kept fighting. I won't lose, Sayaka. Not to you, yelled Sayaka. Why? Why is this happening? Why are we even here in this world? Why is this all connected somewhat to Monica? Why can't we leave? What is holding us back? I won't believe it to be Monica's fault, you thought. Why is this happening? She's not a witch, said Monica. Monica-senpai is right, said Teddy. They're magical girls. They shouldn't be fighting each other, said Yosuke. It can't be helped. Neither of them is willing to back down, said Kyubey. Please, Kyubey, make them stop. This is crazy, said Madoka. There's nothing I can do. Even if you guys stop them, it isn't gonna work. You're just gonna get yourselves hurt in the process, said Kyubey. However, if you want to stop them, you don't mind using some force? Monica, there is a way. You can't be serious. You're not gonna let her make a wish right here and now, said Kanji. Well, only another magical girl can become them now. And Monica is more qualified to become one, said Kyubey. If she really wants to. That's right. If I make a contract with him, then, said Monica. Don't do it, Monica. It's not the best timing, said you. But, said Monica. Game over, said Kyoko to Sayaka. Kyoko was about to kill Sayaka, and Monica was about to make a wish. I wish, said Monica. There's no need for that, said Homura. Homura came in the nick of time. Huh? Homura? Said Monica. She came, said Teddy. Huh? What? Said Kyoko. She missed it, Sayaka. It's you, said Sayaka. Okay, how the hell did you do that? Said Kyoko. She appears behind Kyoko. Okay, actually, how is she in one place or the next? Was what she said true, said Yosuke? Oh, I get it. You're that regularity I heard about, said Kyoko. You got a weird technique, don't ya? Stay out of our way, said Sayaka. Wait, hold on, she is trying to help, isn't she, Yosuke? Homura knocked at Sayaka out. Sayaka, said you. The red chains disappeared. Sayaka, said Monica as she ran over with the boys. She's alright, she's just passed out, said Kyubey. What the hell did you do, said Kanji. What the heck? Whose side are you on anyway, said Kyoko. I'm on the side of those who think rationally, and the enemies of idiots who pick fights, said Homura. I wonder which side you belong to, Kyoko Sakura. That's Kyoko, said Teddy. Huh? Have we met somewhere before, said Kyoko. Perhaps, who knows, said Homura. Kyoko and Homura looked at each other. Okay, mystery girl. You keep your secrets, so do the persona dorks, said Kyoko. Today was a wash year anyway. I'm out of here, said Kyoko. She lowered her weapon. Good idea, said Homura. Kyoko left. You saved Sayaka and us, Monica. But I thought you... Homura looked down at them. How many times have I warned you all, said Homura. How stupid can you possibly be? She didn't do anything, said Teddy. I thought I made it clear to you and you guys to not get involved. I don't know why you keep ignoring me, even if you know the truth to what I'm doing, said Homura. It's not that said Monica. If I can't reason with you all, I'll use more drastic measures, said Homura. You can't be serious, said you. She can't mean it, can she, said Monica. Well, one thing is for certain. We have to be careful now. She's planning something. Aren't you, Homura Kemi, said Kyubey. After this, everyone went back home for the time being. However, Yu, Yosuke, Kanji, and Teddy couldn't understand why Homura said those things. They didn't tell the girls anything. All they said was that they encountered Kyoko Sakura, and Sayaka got into an intense fight with her before it was broken up by Homura. But she understood what happened little by little and was able to tell the girls. Back at Sayaka's place, Sayaka used a grief seed to purify her soul gem. You should be okay for a while now, said Kyubey. Ew, it's totally black, said Sayaka. And now it's dangerous. If it absorbs any more darkness, a witch could hatch from it, said Kyubey. Huh? For real, said Sayaka. Don't worry, give it to me, said Kyubey. Kyubey ate the grief seed. Though making it on his back, it glowed brightly, quickly, and then stopped. There, now we're safe, said Kyubey. Huh, did you just eat it, said Sayaka. Yes, it's one of my many duties, said Kyubey. Sayaka turned back on her light. Listen, we have to hurry and find another grief seed before your soul gem needs to be purified again, said Kyubey. My soul gem was just a little cloudy. Is it really that bad important to keep it clean? I wonder if persona users have the same thing or something, said Sayaka. Kyoko Sakura was strong, wasn't she? She could be Narukami and his friends to a pulp if she wanted to, said Kyubey. I don't know, but I am gonna let that happen to them, said Sayaka. The thing about grief seeds is, if you have enough of them, you'll be free to use as much magic as you want. That's why Kyoko is so strong, said Kyubey. I can't do that, letting innocent people get hurt just so I can find more grief seeds, said Sayaka. But the more magic you use, the more polluted your soul gem will become. Sayaka, you'll never defeat Kyoko until you have more grief seeds in to preserve it. That's the reality of the situation, said Kyubey. Well, thanks for a lot of vote of confidence. I bet the others are even more worried about me as a magical girl than before, Sayaka. Speaking of, what about Mommy? She didn't have a ton of grief seeds to keep her soul gem clear, Sayaka. She didn't seem to have any trouble fighting. Why is that? Is it because she was better than me? Oh, she was much more talented than everyone else, said Kyubey. Ugh, that's so not fair, Sayaka. You can't do anything about it. Kyoko has the talent for it, and she's a veteran, said Kyubey. But the persona users who have veterans too, just you and his friends probably have never met at all. I guess so, at least that's what Margaret told me, said Kyubey. Although there is someone without any experience at all who exceeds Kyoko and Narukami by a wide margin. Huh? Who are you talking about? Said Sayaka. Madoka Kaname, said Kyubey. Huh? You're kidding me. You're not kidding me, said Sayaka. I am not, but it's put you into an interesting position. If you're not strong enough to beat Kyoko, you could ask Monica to do it for you, provided she makes a contract with me, said Kyubey. No way. Besides, this is something I gotta do. I'm not dragging Monica or you, said Sayaka. The next day at the arcade, Kyoko was playing a Dance Dance Revolution game. Homura came over to her, with Margaret and Marie by her side. So you're Kyoko Sakura, said Margaret. Yeah, and I'm a little busy. What do you want, said Kyoko. I want to let you know you can have this city, said Homura. What's been up with the sudden change of heart, Sudri, said Kyoko. A girl like you is more suitable to be a magical girl. Sayaka Miki is not, said Homura. Tell me something I don't really know. What about the persona users I keep hearing, said Kyoko? And what happens if she and him and his friends don't agree with you? If I leave them alone, they're just gonna start bugging me again. I want to settle this peace, so they can get back to their world. So I want you to stay out of it, said Homura. Let us handle them. You guys still haven't told me what I really want to know. Who are you really? Said Kyoko. What's in this for you guys? 2 weeks from today, a witch called Walpurgisnacht will come, said Homura. How do you know that, said Kyoko? That's my business. Anyway, if we defeat the witch, you and his friends, including the two with me, Margaret and Marie, will go back to their world. And I'll leave the city to you. You can do whatever you want with it, then. It's a nice offer. I would take it if I were you, said Margaret. Oh yeah? Well, Perkins, huh? If she's too tough for one person to defeat, we can team up and take her on, said Kyoko. Kyoko got a perfect score on the game. Nice job, you're good at this game, said Marie. Thanks for the compliment, said Kyoko. Kyoko took out some walkie-talkie. She gave one to Marie. Margaret and Homura refused. Back at the alleyway, Sayaka, Monica, and Yu checked it over with Kyubey. It's no use. Too much time has passed, said Kyubey. We can't trace the familiar from last night. Rats, said Sayaka. Hey, Sayaka, if you keep doing this hunting witches and stuff, won't you run into that girl again? Said Monica. She has a point. You will run into Kyoko Sakura again at some point, said Yu. Yeah, you're right. It's bound to happen sometimes, said Sayaka. Well, I have an idea, you guys. Maybe we should find her first and talk her, to figure out how we can work together, said Monica. She has a good idea, said Yu. Because if we don't, you guys will go into another fight again, said Monica. Hold on, a fight? Do you guys honestly know what happened last night was a plain old fight, said Sayaka? Then you mean, said Yu. Well, yeah, it was. That was a bona fide battle to the death, for real. She intended to kill me right there, said Sayaka. But it didn't start out that way. That's for sure. After a while ago, and with every blow, we were still trying harder and harder to kill each other. But then said you. That's even worse, said Monica. It's horrible. Why will you guys do that, you? And you guys want me to talk to her? Stop trying to be innocent and staying on Monika's side during every quarrel, Narukami. That's totally nuts. She said she is okay for people becoming witch food, so she can get more grease seeds, said Sayaka. There's no way I'll get along with someone like that. If it were that killer you mentioned you would do the same, wouldn't you? Just admit it. But Sayaka, you became a magical girl so you can fight witches and find a way to get you and his friends back to their world, didn't you, said Monica? She isn't a witch, she's a magical girl just like you, said Monica. She's right, Sayaka, said you. Can you give her a chance? I'm sure if you do, you can find a way to work together. Even if she does things differently, you both feel the same about hunting witches, don't you, Sayu? I'm sure she does. And we sure Homura does too, said Monica. If Mommy and Homura would have gotten along, Mommy would have, said you. You're kidding, right? Our world doesn't apply to your world's rules, Narukami, said Sayaka. Come on, you two. You were there with Kanji, Yosuke, and Teddy. She waited until that witch killed Mommy. And then she shows up like she wants to help. She just wanted a grief seed, so she let Mommy die. That isn't what happened, said Monica. Yeah, we were with Mommy. She got into an argument with her and tied her up with these ribbons so she couldn't leave, said you. Shut up, you don't understand. They are both the same. That transfer student and Kyoko girl. They only care about anything but themselves, said Sayaka. You saw that the point he couldn't reason with Sayaka at this point. But Mommy, she was nothing like them. She was an expectation of what magical girls and maybe persona users are really like. She was willing to do anything to help you and your friends, Narukami, said Sayaka. You know what? They're just like those two, said Sayaka. No, you're wrong. They aren't, said Monica. You know that familiar we saw last night was probably small, but it can still kill someone, said Sayaka. Maybe if it went after your dad next, or your mom. What if it came after Tatsuya, huh? said Sayaka. And what will it do if it got into Yu's world somehow? Huh, you Narukami? What if it went after that girl you said was your cousin? Nanako was her name, wasn't it? said Sayaka. What if it went after her? What will you do? Will you get revenge? Or will you just leave it to kill everyone else you love? Sayaka, don't say anything like that to you. Shut up. Could you forgive anyone for that? The both of you. Can you forgive anyone who would let them die? said Sayaka. You're right a little. I wouldn't forgive the killer, especially Yosuke. One of the victims was a girl he loved named Sayaka Konishi. But that doesn't mean it has to be like that, you said you. You know, I didn't want this power so I can fight witches. I did so I could what's right and protect the ones I love, said Sayaka. You get it, you two? There are people out there that are worse than witches and that killer. And I'm gonna fight them, especially if they're magical girls and persona users, said Sayaka. You was shocked. He couldn't say anything or move. Monica was afraid and about to cry. But Sayaka, said Monica. Sayaka walked it away. Kyubey, won't you do anything? said Monica. You aren't going to agree with what she says, that's true. About the ones we care for, our loved ones, said you. Well, the only thing I can really say to you guys is that she's behaving recklessly. Sayaka Miki doesn't have a chance on defeating Homura Kemi or Kyoko Sakura. Besides, even if I did warn her, do you think she will listen to me, said Kyubey? No, I guess you're right, said you. At night, Monica was sleeping. She then heard the sound of the front door opening and the shower started running, indicating that her mom was back. She got out of her bed and came downstairs to see her mom in a robe and having a drink. "Oh, can't sleep, huh?" said her mom. "Yeah," said Monica. "Can we talk?" They started talking and her mother gave her a cup of something to drink. "There is these friends of mine, but one of them, she's in trouble, and I don't think she's doing anything. She keeps trying to do the right thing, but the harder she tries, the worse things get for her and the others," said Monica. "Sure, that happens a lot. Even in a group of friends, the one person that stands out the most," said her mom. "Really?" said Monica. "Yeah, sad but true. Just because you keep trying to do the right thing doesn't mean you're guaranteed a happy ending. And especially, the more stubborn a person gets, the more or less happy they're going to be," said her mom. It's like stopping being rational altogether. It's not fair for her or anyone else to be happy, especially if you're not doing anything wrong," said Monica. "Uh-huh," said her mom. "So then, what do you think I should do about the situation," said Monica. "Well, at this point, I think you will land on a happy note, no matter what anyone did said her mom. There was a long silence. "If the only way to help something drastic, would you do it?" said her mom. "Yeah, I'm sure the others would too," said Monica. "Then you should do something wrong," said her mom. "Huh?" said Monica. "If she's so focused on what she thinks is right, and no one is gonna do to stop it, then you should try doing something wrong to snap her out of it," said her mom. "I don't get how," said Monica. You can tell a big fat lie, or chicken out when the things get tough," said her mom. "You don't know something. Doing the wrong thing is exactly what you need to do. If you find yourself at a dead end and there is no other options left, doing something wrong might do something else good," said her mom. "You don't know? But will she understand I am doing it for her sake and everyone else? That I'm just trying to help her," said Monica. "Well, she might not get it right away. She might even hate you and them. See what I mean? You're talking about some drastic stuff here," said her mom. "But ask yourself this, what's better, doing nothing or doing something?" said her mom. "Huh?" said Monica. "But ask yourself this, what's better, doing nothing or doing something?" said her mom. "Huh?" said Monica. "I'll have to say, I did a good job raising you. You don't do anything bad. You never told a lie. You always tried to do the right thing, no matter what. You passed childhood with flying colors," said her mom. She drank from her glass. "Here's the thing, though, before you grow up, you have to know to make the right kinds of mistakes," said her mom. "How can I? I don't get it," said Monica. "You're still too young, so it's easy to bounce back after getting hurt. If you learn how to take life's little hits now, it will help you later on," said her mom. "See, the older you get, the bigger the consequences are if you mess up. The more consequences you're allowed to take." That sounds really hard," said Monica, drinking her cup. "Yeah, sometimes being an adult can really suck. That's why we're allowed to drink alcohol," said her mom. Monica giggled. "I want to grow up so bad now. You and I can go out drinking together," said Monica. "Well, you better hurry up and get older. Even knowing it's not easy, it's pretty good to be a grown-up," said her mom. "Okay," said Monica. The next day, after school, Sayaka went to the hospital to see Kyosuke again. But he wasn't there. A nurse walked past by and told her he was discharged and sent home early. So she went to his place. She could hear him playing the violin. When she turned around, she saw Kyoko Sakura standing there. You spent all this time looking for him, and now you're going to leave without seeing him, said Kyoko. What about the Persona Dork boys, huh? You again, Sayaka. Uh-huh, so this is where the rich boy lives. He's the reason you made the contract with Kyubey, right? Said Kyoko. Seriously, a once-in-a-lifetime in having anything you want and you wasted on that, said Kyoko. You could have used it to help those people you desperately are trying to get back to their world. What do you know, Sayaka? I know a lot more than you, dummy. Magic was all and always is for one thing, to grant wishes for yourself, said Kyoko. And if you trying to use it for any other reason, like those Persona people, it always turns out bad. Don't tell me Mommy Tomoe didn't even teach you guys that simple rule, or did they already didn't bother to tell you? Sayaka was angry. If all of you want to get that guy's love for you, there's a better way of doing it. I mean, you have all this magical power now, said Kyoko. Hold on, Sayaka. For starters, you can bust in there so bad now you can break both of his arms and legs, real bad, that he'll never be able to use them again, said Kyoko. Make him so helpless he won't be able to do anything without you. Do that and he'll be yours and yours alone. Not even the Persona guys or girls could say anything about it. Both his body and his soul. How about this? If you don't got the stomach for it, I could always mess up him for ya. Like a favor between Magica girls, no Personas included. It will be really easy to do. How dare you? I'm not gonna talk to that kind of talk from anyone or anyone else, said Sayaka. We're gonna end this now. Let's go somewhere quiet, said Kyoko. We will attract too much attention here, said Kyoko. At Monika's house, she was doing homework. Monika remembered what her mother said. If she's so focused on what she thinks is right, try and do something to snap her out of it. When am I gonna do that? Said Madoka. Madoka, said Kyubey with telepathy. Madoka, hurry, Sayaka is in danger. Come with me, hurry. Margaret has warned you and the others. They're on their way. They were at a bridge intersection. Cars drove underneath them. We can go all out here. No one can stop us. Come on, give me your best shot, said Kyoko. She transformed. Sayaka grabbed her soul gem. As it glowed and the others came, Sayaka, said Naruto. Monika came too. Margaret were behind Sayaka with the others. Sayaka, no, don't, said Monika. What are you guys doing here, said Sayaka. You guys shouldn't be here. This has nothing to do with you guys. Stay back. Are you crazy? The last time you did this, you almost died, Kanji. This is crazy. You don't have to do this, Sayaka. Please stop, Yukiko. Listen to them, Sayaka. Do you think this is the way to listen to Monika, Sayu? Think about what you're doing, Sayaka. This just isn't right, said Monika. The annoying bitch has annoying friends. Go figure, said Kyoko. Homura appears behind Kyoko. Well, I wonder what kind of friends you will have then, said Homura. How did you do that? You know what? Never mind, said Yosuke. Kyoko looked at her. What are you doing? I thought we agreed that you will leave Sayaka Miki and him alone, and his friends alone, said Homura. Like you and those M-girls' ideas is gonna teach her in any manner, said Kyoko. Marie and Margaret didn't say anything. Besides, if it's not like they are backing down, said Kyoko. I'll take them on then, but you stay out of this. Understand, said Homura? You got time until I finish eating this. Got it? Then it's on, said Kyoko, pointing at the Rocky Pocky in her mouth. Then that's plenty of time, said Homura. Homura, you're not actually going to do this, we say. It won't be that easy, said Sayaka. Monika then made up her mind. She went to Sayaka. Hey, wait, where are you going? Stay back here. Don't intervene. Narukami, do something, said Marie. I, said you. Sayaka, I'm sorry, said Madoka. She took her soul gem. Then she drew it over the bridge. Oh no, said Naruto. It landed on a truck as it drove off. This is bad, Chie. Homura disappeared a second. What the? She's gone like a reflection, we say. Impressive. Her powers is unbelievable than I imagined, said Margaret. Monica, why did you do that, said Sayaka. But if I didn't, then you will, said Monica. Sayaka stopped moving and passed out in Monica's arms. Sayaka, said Monica. Monica, why did you do that, said Chie? Do what, said Monica. Oh, Monica, that was really bad. What's wrong with you? Are you out of your mind, said Kyubey? How could you throw your friend away like that? Like what, said you? What you say, said Marie. Oh, my goodness, you can't be serious, said Margaret. Oh God, you don't mean, said Rise. I think he does, said Naruto. Kyoko grabbed Sayaka by the neck. No, stop, said Monica. Kyoko looked. What the hell is going on here, said Kyoko. What is going on? Someone tell me, said Yosuke. What is this? She's dead, said Kyoko. What? What the hell? You can't be serious, said Rise. But how? She was moving, said Teddy. What does this mean? Margaret, do you know what's going on? I'm clueless as Sayaka can't be dead, is she? Said Marie. Sayaka, said Monica. Hey, Sayaka, come on, wake up. Monica pushing her. You ran over to her and tried doing CPR he learned in PE. It isn't working, said you. Hey, what's wrong? Hey, I don't want this, Sayaka, said Monica. What the hell is going on here, said Kyoko. You can quit trying CPR, Narukami. Isn't gonna work, said Kyubey. Hey, said Kyoko. There's a limit to how far a magical girl can be away from her soul gem, said Kyubey. If it's beyond 100 meters, you lose control of it, said Kyubey. What are you saying, said Teddy. What does that even mean, said Kyoko. 100 meters? What are you talking about, said Yosuke. This is the kind of thing rarely happens, so I'm not surprised anyone finds it disturbing, said Kyubey. Most of the time, a magical girl is being carried around with their bodies, said Kyubey. What are you saying, Kyubey, said Monica. Are you saying that Sayaka's gem is really, said Naruto. You can't, we have to help, said you. Please don't let Sayaka die, said Monica. Kyubey sighed. You guys, this isn't Sayaka, it's just an empty shell, said Kyubey. Empty shell, said Teddy. What the heck are you trying to say? Sayaka isn't an empty shell, said Kanji. Well, it's true. Monica just drew Sayaka off the bridge a minute ago, said Kyubey. No, she didn't, said you. Huh, said Kyoko. What you say? Did you guys honestly think I would let the girls fight witches with those fragile human bodies of yours and theirs? Said Kyubey. That's impossible for magical girls. The so-called bodies you all housed in are just nothing but exterior hardware now, said Kyubey. Of course, you Persona users wouldn't understand just the difference between magical girls. What did you say, said Kanji? Kanji was about to walk over, but Yukiko stopped him. You could see she was very upset. All of you, your soul gems are your real bodies. Margaret and Maria understand. You see, the souls are placed inside a compact vessel, where they are easy to protect, and where you can control your magic more efficiently, said Kyubey. It's quite a different from Persona uses indeed, but it's more efficient. Making that happen is possible. It's part of my job. I recruit magical girls, said Kyubey. This isn't some kind of job. If you're going to take someone's soul, said Yosuke. Geez, you never understand, Yosuke. You see, I take apart a girl's soul from their bodies and turn it into a soul gem. Then they become magical girls, said Kyubey. You bastard, said Kanji. What have you done? You scumbag! You turned us into zombies? Is that what happened, said Kyoko? Kyoko grabbed Kyubey by the ear. But isn't it convenient, said Kyubey? Convenient, said Chie. Well, let's put it this way. If your hearts explode, or if you bleed out every last drop of blood, no matter what happens, a magical girl can heal her body with magic and get back up again, said Kyubey. Like, for instance, for you girls of the investigation team, if you weren't persona users, I could make you into magical girls, and then you'll have the similar abilities to your personas, like the weapons they carry. Like, Chie can have a similar weapon to Tomoe, two-headed spear. Yukiko can have flaming fans, similar to Kyoko Sakura. Risi could have sci-fi weapon compared to Himiko. And finally, Naoto could have a spear sword, a saber sword compared to Sukuna Hikona, said Kyubey. Doesn't that sound better? Even the bodies could have this power. Even the boys can have this power because the and become real-life magical boys. But you, Narukami, will definitely be the most powerful, with his wildcard power and all. I could be given to Yosuke to prevent Saki Konishi from being killed by the killer you all talk about. Wouldn't that be better, Yosuke? Said Kyubey. Don't you dare talk about Saki-senpai that way, yelled Yosuke. This just made Yosuke mad and very upset. We never give up our souls to you, Yosuke. Chie was holding him back while Yukiko had to deal with Kanji. Of course you wouldn't like it, but as long as the soul gems doesn't get damaged, a magical girl is basically invincible, said Kyubey. A persona user will just fall dead right there and then, and no way of reviving them. Once they're dead, it's game over, said Kyubey. Isn't that what happened to Minato Arisato, Margaret? He was your sister's guest, wasn't he? He sacrificed himself to save his friends, didn't he? How did you know about that? I didn't tell you anything of that. You leave everyone out of this now, said Margaret. Leave Elizabeth out of this. Margaret, said Marie. Well, wouldn't it be better instead of being trapped in a body prone to failure? Said Kyubey. That's horrible, said Monica. That's horrible. How can you say anything like that about everyone, Kyubey? Monica was crying, and she cried. It never fails. Whenever I tell humans that simple facts, you always react the same way. And I thought Margaret and Marie would understand more since they're no human. I guess I was wrong. It makes no sense at all. Why are humans so sensitive about the kind of container their souls are housed in? Homura came back. She put Sayaka's soul gem in her hand. Sayaka gasped and started to move. She's alive! She's alive! Said Rise in shock. Sayaka got up on her knees. She looked around confused to see everyone in shock looking at her except for Kyubey. Sayaka, are you okay? Said Yu. Guys, what happened? What's up? Said Sayaka. To be continued.